Listen, we are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New. And honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, I am back to talk about Miss Real Housewives of Atlanta. Somebody said you was looking for me. Here I go, honey. Okay, here I go. Phaedra, I know if you are anything like me, you was rolling your eyes and sucking your teeth at Phaedra trying to call somebody ugly, trying to come for Angela. Angela is prettier than you, and she's so pretty. She's sitting there barefaced, no makeup. Here you are in a costume. Girl, Phaedra, boo-boo, oatmeal pie face. Girl, you do not have enough beauty in your face to be talking like that. You done wore so many wigs, honey. Is that wigs squeezing your brain? Okay. You got all that damn makeup on, looking like Baby Bop. I said, I know damn well that damn Phaedra didn't try to come for Angela. Angela bad as hell. Who gives a damn how old she is? Well, she look older and she look... Angela is sexy as hell. Charles like it. Okay. So, I was like, ugh, Phaedra. And then, Phaedra, you can't talk about none of the women on here. You are played out. Quiet as kept. Your ass got with Apollo to make sure them kids came out cute. I said it. Okay, I said what everybody was thinking. And both the boys are handsome. Y'all did a good job, okay? But, girl, you are not that girl like that. But that's what happens when you, live your life in a costume. You begin thinking you are somebody that you are not. So, like I said, she fits right in with Porsha. She's delusional enough. SHAMEA, I'm so sick of you and these little references to your Bible. You and that Bible, y'all don't seem like y'all go hand in hand. Y'all don't. Okay, that was a little annoying for me. SHAMEA's luggage got lost. Britt, girl, stop blaming everything on a damn event planner. You know damn well you don't know how to... You don't know how to plan an event. Okay, shout out to Latifah. You don't know how to plan no event. Coming for the queen, Miss Kenya Moore. I think about Kenya when she first started. She had everybody against her. And that bitch could pull off an event. Even the one where she ain't had no damn product in the bottles. It was still a good event. It was hot as hell. But Kenya, well, Kenya did twirl and... was on top of the roof, honey. Okay, but Kenya went back down and greeted her guests. But Britt, girl, Britt is insecure. I feel like if she would just be herself, if she would just own all the things that are going wrong, I think that the fans will embrace her. Because we like when shit is not perfect and you are still... Like Angela, she ain't sold no damn house, but we like, Angela being real, giving us that vulnerability about what she's really going through. She's in debt. We like that. Kelly. My heart goes out to Kelly. That big ass nigga. See, that's what, honey, that's why I would have never dated that man. Call me superficial if you want, but I would have never dated him. And he treating you like shit. These niggas get real bitter when you divorce them. What happened to all that love and walking down the damn aisle? That's why I'm not on that shit at all. You gonna have to do better than that. Okay? You gonna have to do better than that. She got all those kids by him. How many of the kids is his? I know the first one is not. What about maybe the last three, I think? Put it in the comments, guys. But yeah, like, he's abandoning the kids. Just accept it, though. You got money. Imagine the women that didn't have that kind of money. They had to just accept it. But you're going to have to just accept it. I get it. You know, she has to let it play out on the show. So, you know, that's good. So many women can relate to this. But I feel bad for Kelly and the girls. They don't deserve that. And I like Kelly. I think the only thing that's going to make me not like Kelly is her being up SHAMEA's ass. Because SHAMEA is a problem. Okay? She just, I don't know, it's something about SHAMEA, you guys, I'm not liking. Porsha and Drew sit down, fake as hell. Porsha, you full of shit. You kept trying to project onto Drew. You keep trying to get us to buy this storyline of what, Drew trying to get with Dennis, and I guess you feel like you need to get your get back, you know, for what they did to you. What, work together? Girl, bye. We know that it's you. We know it's you making up shit. So, girl, get out of here. Okay? And then Drew was like, yeah, I see why Simon left. I said, oh. Oh, I see why you're having problems with SHAMEA. I would have called her a selfish friend, honey. I loved Drew's part with that. I was Team Drew. I used to like Porsha more than Drew, but yeah, Porsha, just throw the whole bitch away. Bitch ain't about shit. Bitch out here sleeping with other people's husbands, getting engaged to them. They ain't even divorced yet. That's the type of bitch Porsha is. See, that's the thing in life, right? We all make mistakes, right? But when it get to the point where that's all I see is Simon and Fallon and the nasty work you did to Fallon and you was hanging with her. Shame, shame, shame. Okay? It's a mess. But yeah, I'm not here for Porsha. Porsha kept trying to make it look like Drew is a slut, like, you know, like her. Okay? That's who you are. That's not who Drew is. And, you know, it may be, hell, if she got a little slut in her, I don't mind it, because I don't care for Ralph's ass. I know why. Look, I know how it got there. When the nigga ain't acting right. Okay? Girl, you better get his ass out your basement. Get him out. He wouldn't be in my damn basement. He all smug and arrogant and, honey, he would be up out that house. Okay? Drew, now it's your time to play the damsel in distress role. Ain't that what Ralph says she play on the show? Damsel, I would play that. I would be like, oh my God, I'm so afraid. I would turn into a Latina. I'm so afraid of Ralph. I don't know what Papi's gonna do. Like, I would turn into Evelyn Lozada. I don't trust him with my son or my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter. Okay, sure. I would. That's what she need to do. You doing all that goddamn acting. Okay? What Phaedra say? What is she, a child actress? Or all she do is play in the black movies? And it's like, Phaedra, your reads, girl, they're not landing. Not how they used to. Okay? Maybe it's because we didn't know you were so flawed back then. We saw it, but, I guess we didn't want to see it. But, yeah, just Phaedra is whack. Wiggity, wiggity, whack. And you really had a whack attack when you tried to call Angela ugly. The nerve. You never win when you play dirty. And, girl, I better see Apollo on my damn screen. Because Apollo, he brings it. I feel like without him, Phaedra likes to, just be fake, and she want to be all up in everybody else's business, but then keep her shit behind the scenes. And the ladies from Married to Medicine, they peep that, and she don't like that. Okay? Phaedra don't like you when you figure her out. I think that's a Phaedra trait. Yeah, once you figure out her game, she doesn't like you. She doesn't see it for you. Um, oh, Kelly, girl, you need to get with is he your assistant? He gonna be taking the kids to school? He gonna be their uncle? Okay, he cute, shit. Unless he already got a woman, honey. Look, sign me up for summer school, honey. Okay, he the teacher. I'm showing up. Look, I'll be interested in school then, honey. He is cute, honey. Okay, that's what you need to be heartbroken over, not no big ass Thanksgiving dinner eating ass nigga. Girl, what was you doing? Okay? What was you doing when you got with that man? Was you playing Notorious B.I.G.? Hypnotize? Okay, biggie, 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 can't you see? Okay, sometimes your words just hypnotize me. That's all I see with that ex-husband. Oh, sloppy Joe crescent roll. Okay. Oh, rib sandwich bacon eating ass nigga. It's just having a bitch fit. And remember, men, they're more logical. They're not emotional. Shit. These niggas be all up in their feelings after these divorces. Okay, look at Martell crashing out. Shit. Melody had to leave the damn show. Just crashing the hell out. No seatbelt. It's a fool, honey. What else? Look, in Cynthia's words, what else is going on? Cynthia and Drew, they are going to be roommates. Kelly claims everybody don't like Drew. When did this happen? It seemed like all of y'all is playing follow the leader. Like Porsha said, she the only one really mad at her. Why is everybody else against her? And then why y'all keep giving Drew these whack ass rooms? I don't think Drew is the problem. I think Porsha is the problem. I think SHAMEA is the problem. I think SHAMEA tries to act like a victim. I feel like she's not really being fully honest about her relationship with Porsha. She's not really happy in that friendship. I feel like SHAMEA is, like she said, she's a people pleaser. So she's going to bow down and acquiesce and act as if they don't have issues. That's very, unhealthy. Who else? Angela and Porsha rooming together. Porsha wants to be cool with Angela because she knows Angela is not scared of her ass. Okay? Honey, Angela had Porsha's ass running. Remember when Porsha said she should sleep with Charles? Porsha went ghost, honey. Okay? And Angela, she was on some fuck around and find out, honey. She came outside. I love it. Gangster, honey. Yes. Who else? Look, who else was on the show? Britt and Phaedra rooming. What y'all think about that? Phaedra says Britt is a lot of fun. Cynthia and Drew arm wrestle. I love Drew's hair. I didn't like it when she met up with Porsha. I didn't like that wig. And Porsha kept saying, that's not go naked. And then she go lie and say, yeah, it is go naked, but maybe it's mixed with something. I'm like, girl. Have any of you guys ever have any of you all ever bought Go Naked? Let me know. I never bought any of her stuff. I don't want nothing from Porsha at all. Nothing. Oh, really quickly, did y'all see the little bit that Britt gave SHAMEA to donate to the people of Grenada? And SHAMEA's little daughter, Shia, is so cute. She was helping out. SHAMEA was explaining to her that sometimes, you got to give back and pay it forward. I really like SHAMEA's stance on that. And she said that she ended up cooking for some people or something, and she pulled over to do it. And honey, I wasn't really following the story because it just seemed like it had a lot of moving parts. So, but yeah, her husband was like, girl, it's not safe. What is you doing? But SHAMEA said, I gotta help the people, honey. So, if she's giving like that, philanthropic like that, that's cool. That's pretty likable. So, child, Britt only donated, a few packs of tissue. Okay, what did SHAMEA say? That box was bare and naked. Yes, it was. Oh, what else was I gonna say, honey? Kelly's daughters are spoiled. Did y'all hear what they asked her? What's our budget for school? We need school clothes. Shit. I remember I used to make Shammy wait until the first of the damn year to get some damn clothes. I was not one of them parents hurrying up, buying all these damn clothes. I was not on that. I would replace what you needed, but I'm not about to be running, getting a whole bunch of shit just because school started. We're going to get classic items that you can always wear and that you will always need. So, yeah, they wouldn't like me. They wouldn't like me at all. And them little twins, they so cute. They grown as hell. I'm scared of them. Shit. The one, I said, oh, Kelly, you got a lot on your hands, honey. You don't got 4 daughters. You got 8. Okay, them 2 twins, honey, they is grown. They are the ones, honey, in charge of the girls, literally and figuratively. I said, look at them. They so cute. Look like little dolls, Oh, really quickly. I am all over the place, you guys. Okay, all over the place. But I want to talk about SHAMEA real quick. When she was talking to Britt and Kelly, she talked to them about working out things with Porsha. And she was like, well, sometimes, people grow and change and, it's like with any relationship, you got to take the good with the bad. And it's like, girl, that woman is toxic for you. You did a good job picking out your husband, but you need to pick out a better friend. I think Kelly will be better for you than Porsha. I think that Porsha feels like you are not on her level. You are not her equal. And whenever, a friend feels like that about another friend, then, you can't change how somebody feel about you. What Bobby Womack say? That's the way I feel about you. Okay, people treat you how they feel about you. And Porsha does not see it for SHAMEA like that. She don't think that SHAMEA is fabulous like her. She don't feel like she dress, as good as her, look as good as her. You could just tell. So, and it's like SHAMEA is like hanging on to Porsha, because she wants some of that fabulousness, but I don't know, but I feel like SHAMEA is more down to earth and more, I don't know, like more regular, like, I think that she is the better person between her and Porsha. I feel like a part of her doesn't really care about the fame. She wants it, but I don't feel like it's her end all be all the way it is for Porsha. Because Porsha just like, she canceled everything. canceled everything. She was still in the news and still traveling and all over the place, and you know what I'm saying, with Simon. But now she's back on the show. She's doing YouTube. It's this all or nothing attitude with Porsha, right? And with SHAMEA, I kind of feel like she could take it or leave it. Like, yeah, it's cool being on here, but this ain't my bread and butter, you know? Because y'all know when they new people, they don't get the big coins, honey, like Cynthia and Porsha and some of the other girls. So, yeah. Phaedra dancing with the chocolate men, that was funny. We know Porsha is excited. She all over them men. Okay? A mess. Britt, you talking about you married. I can't tell. Your husband is boring. You ain't into him. He ain't into you. Okay? Y'all know who that man into. So Porsha starts flirting with the chef. It's like, girl, she shaking her ass. It's like, girl, here you at it again. SHAMEA tells Kelly about Drew. Drew took to her social media to say, watch out for people who do interviews and create imaginary beef as SHAMEA Morton. I love it. She just calling you out. You the one girl that was down to the radio station talking about her. So, and it says Angela Oakley liked it. SHAMEA calls Drew Nokio. Kelly wants her to release it. They need to work out their issues. They talk about how Drew manhanded Cynthia. They was arm wrestling. It was like, who you think you taking down? Ralph? Girl, you need to be using all that might to get Ralph up out your damn house. That's your problem right there. You still ain't got rid of that nigga. And Drew, you better not have been barbecuing with that fool. What was you doing? Tasting some steak? You better not be celebrating no damn holiday with him and the kids. And you can spend it with your kids, but I wouldn't do shit with him. Okay? I wouldn't do nothing with no Ralph. So Drew ended up giving Cynthia the room, even though she beat her in the arm wrestling. That's cool. That room was nice. I thought all of it was nice. And I'm with Drew. I'm in Grenada. I don't give a damn about no room like that. As long as I'm still here. Look, I'm still here. Cynthia is so... She's not as bad as Porsha, because I don't think that Cynthia is like a bad person, like calculated, and well, that shit she did to Nene was calculated. Okay. I don't know. She claims she wants to keep her relationship under wraps. She wants to be private about it, but yet she keeps talking about it. And I'm happy that Cynthia is happy, but it's like, girl, figure out what you trying to do, Cynthia. If you want to talk about your man, talk about your man. Just don't be posting him every other day like you did with Mike Hill, Mr. Chill, #chill. Then y'all end up getting that damn divorce. And Mike looked like he was being opportunistic. That's what they had told her about the guy Will. She didn't want to listen, right? She didn't want to listen. But yeah, it's like, Cynthia, slow down. Just, take it all in. A man like you, he treating you real good. Okay? There's still some time for the Chucky doll to come out. But if it don't come out, then you celebrate. Okay? So let it play out. But yeah, you could kind of tell she's kind of like, yeah, and everything is good. And, he's this and he's a Taurus. And what did Drew say? Tauruses are really loyal and they're really passionate. Y'all some backstabbers too. Y'all are. Cynthia says her man is a lot younger than her. Yes, girl, that's what you need. Okay? You don't need no old man. Okay, you need a young man. Drew says she's not dating. This marriage is taking her through the ringer, going through this divorce. She brings up the conversation she had with Porsha. Drew mentions that Porsha has been filming with Ralph. Drew says Porsha only got with Ralph to talk about her. Yes, she did it to be spiteful. And like Cynthia said, she did it to get her lick back. But it wasn't no lick to get. It's just that Porsha needs to control everybody. She can't control herself, but she insists on trying to control everybody. Make that make sense. Drew tells Cynthia that their conversation didn't last long. SHAMEA talks to her husband about her luggage. It still has not made it to Grenada. I guess it's going to come the next day. I like her husband's accent. I really like it. Child, Britt said she found some man outside with no clothes. Okay, and Phaedra says, Mr. Legally, where are you? I want to see it. Oh, that reminds me of Trina's song. I just want it for his ding-a-ling. Okay, remember that song Trina did with Nicki Minaj? That was my shit. Yes. Already got a car, a big house. When it's done, I'ma kick his ass out. Just wanting for his dang-a-lang. Yes. I gotta listen to that. I ain't heard that in a while. Look, I'm excited. Okay. I like how Phaedra said that, though. That shit was funny. I'll give that bitch that. That's all she getting, though. Phaedra said people are just dying to meet Jesus. She said the funeral business is doing well. I bet it is, honey. Okay. SHAMEA wants to go with her when she embalms. She said it's a lot of blood and brains. Ooh, child. SHAMEA asks, has any man died with a hard dick? Hell, half the time these niggas' dick can't be hard while they alive. So, hell no, not when they dead or when they about to die. Phaedra said, I haven't seen one. They talking about, what are they doing in the other car? And it's boring. Just childish ass Porsha not talking to Drew. Okay. I love Britt's dress. And I love Angela's hair. I like Drew's hair too. The ladies are looking good. I like Cynthia's hair. Everybody looks good. Ooh, Kelly. She be getting happy endings? Okay, what is that? With the masseuse? Y'all remember when that was on Basketball Bullies? Cece. That's her name. Yeah. It's a mess. Wow, it's Angela's anniversary, 8 years, and she's on a trip with a whole bunch of divorced women. Well, Britt, she married. SHAMEA. Okay, it's a few women married. So Kelly gets to talking about how, she wanted them to all come on this trip to reset the tone and the mood. Kelly wants to reset the energy between SHAMEA and Drew. Drew tells SHAMEA she wants to clear the air. SHAMEA says, you insist on calling me a lapdog, then you tag me into something. It seems like you want to have beef with me. Drew reminds SHAMEA that she took back information to Porsha that was incorrect. I guess about what? Saying you would pay for PJ's college. Child, y'all not still on that, is y'all? I like Drew's earrings. They're pretty. I love them. SHAMEA says she's not with the fake friendships. Drew says a hit dog will holler. Then the whole group erupts. It's like, child, y'all put me to sleep. This shit is stupid and it's boring. Okay, it's boring. So Drew gets to saying, I felt like the music was a blessing for Dennis. This could be a way to help him take care of his daughter. Porsha says that SHAMEA feels like Drew owes her an apology for calling her a lapdog. If it look like a duck, if it quack like a duck, it's a duck. SHAMEA, you are a lapdog. You put Porsha's feelings before your own. You even admitted that. So, girl. But SHAMEA, she don't want to be called out. Angela brings up how she has had intimate conversations with SHAMEA, and she runs and tells it. Then Phaedra jump in with her wig talking about, well, do you really think you're having an intimate conversation with SHAMEA about Porsha? That's her best friend. Like Angela said, SHAMEA does have grievances towards Porsha, but the way she wants to play everything is cool, everything is cool, and it's fine, it's fine. And she's too scared to confront Porsha with how she really feels about stuff. You are a lapdog. That's why it bothers you so much what Drew said, because it's true. You are a lapdog. You bow down and acquiesce to Porsha. Okay, you put your feelings on the back burner. Then you end up having all this resentment towards her about how you feel. You the one that's stuffing it inside. So, yeah. And I didn't like that she turned on Angela and said, what have I said? Bitch, what haven't you said? Shit. Kelly asks Porsha, do you feel like you've been a good friend to SHAMEA? Porsha says she had a conversation with SHAMEA already. We've moved on. Girl, tell the damn truth. What you see is two people that are like used to being in this codependent. They don't even know why they're friends anymore. They're just hanging on to each other. I guess because the mothers were friends, but both of them sweeping stuff under the rug. They're not really being honest about how they feel, especially SHAMEA. She's getting to the point where obviously she can't take it. Because that's why you're gossiping about your so-called friend with, what, Angela? You don't even know Angela like that. But you felt comfortable enough to tell her about how you felt about Porsha. So, yeah, you're not happy, SHAMEA. And so, that lets me know maybe your marriage ain't the way we think it is. Because if you doing this shit with this song and dance with Porsha, ain't no telling what's really going on with your husband. Okay? SHAMEA said in the past, once upon a time, she thought that she was on a lonely island defending her friendship with Porsha by herself. So it's nice that Porsha, has her back. She ain't really got your back, girl. You just desperate. You willing to take crumbs over a meal. SHAMEA doesn't know her worth. She doesn't. She doesn't. Or she would accept more from her friends. She would expect more. And that's why she will never be the it girl on this show. Okay? Because you got to ask for what you deserve. Kelly says to Drew, I feel like you have an issue with everybody at the table except for Cynthia. Drew says she doesn't have an issue with Porsha. Porsha has an issue with Drew. Porsha denies it. Porsha wants to control Dennis. Okay? That's what she wants to do. And I don't think that she likes Drew's newfound confidence. I think that Porsha is the type of woman, she's comfortable with you when your wig ain't right, when your body ain't right. When Drew was having issues with fitting in on the show, she was cheering for her because she was the underdog. The minute that Drew rose up and started looking just as good as Porsha, and, doing all this music, now she doing it with Dennis, I think that Porsha feels like, she's her competition. Okay? Same thing with SHAMEA. SHAMEA is still over there with her husband. She's maintaining. She has her children. And Porsha is going to really be shitty towards SHAMEA because she's jealous. She doesn't have the things that SHAMEA has. You know what I'm saying? She went after somebody else's husband and still didn't get the man. Still couldn't keep him. Okay? And who wants to keep a scammer? But y'all know what I'm saying. It's all about the optics with Porsha. Remember, she told us to forget the optics. I know how it looks. Yeah, it looked like you went in that lady house and came out with her husband, girl. Mm-hmm. Okay, I told y'all she's a dark-sided Cancer woman, dark-sided Cancer women. I'm going to do another video on that. They don't give a damn about other women. They care all about men, and you can tell. Look at how Porsha came alive when them men was dancing and doing the running man, damn men on the sticks and shit. She liked that, okay? She was all on the chef, and you can just see the, the whore energy. Okay, what'd she say about Kim Zolciak, her whore daughter? Your injured son and your whore daughter. That shit was funny for Porsha. Damn, Laura was like, what is up with my sister, honey? I'll never forget that. But yeah, Porsha ain't no damn good. She has an issue with Drew. Drew don't have no issue because Drew ain't that type of person. Drew has her faults, right? But, I don't think that she's a hater, or I don't think that, she only likes people if they are doing worse than her or if they're not on her level. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't think that that's who Drew is. I don't think that that's who SHAMEA is. I think that that's who Porsha is. Okay? So Drew claps it up for Porsha. Girl, I wouldn't clap shit up, but Porsha halfway acknowledged that she didn't handle the situation with Drew at SHAMEA's house the right way. And another reason why she deflected and went off on Drew was to get the heat up off of her. She has never... and I hope Andy does his due diligence at the fucking reunion. We know Carlos King ain't gonna do it. I guess he got some interview with her coming out. He better ask her ass all the right fucking questions, because nobody has really asked that lady, I think besides Kelly, why did you go in that lady's house and come out with her husband? Like, what part of that... what part of you thought that that was okay? And don't give me no shit about, oh, she wasn't really Fallon's friend. No, you were a little too close for comfort. I get working with people, but you clubbed with the girl. Okay, y'all hung out at restaurants. Y'all were like hanging. It would be different if it was somebody on production or something. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that y'all was double dating, and it's a mess. Porsha says she's not interested in really having a friendship with Drew. No, because you jealous of Drew and her music career. Then you keep putting out here she's sleeping with somebody while she's getting this divorce. Why would you do that? What if she said that shit about you? Where the hell is Claudia Jordan? Because Claudia would be clocking fucking Porsha. Claudia would be clocked in because she got Porsha's ass season 7. And that same shit she accused Porsha of season 7 has came into fruition. Okay? These girls, they're not clocking Porsha. They letting her ass get away with shit. Nene and them, y'all know, Candy, Kenya, they would have their foot on her motherfucking neck. So the producer asked Porsha, how did you know Black and Drew were dating? And Porsha says Dennis told her. Porsha, you have zero credibility. You tried to make us believe that Drew and Dennis was sleeping together. Now she's sleeping with this man. Who you sleeping with? So Kelly makes it be known that nobody wants anybody filming with, their baby daddy or their boyfriend or whoever, child. I don't know why y'all give a fuck about these niggas. Drew, bitch, I think Simon is out of ice. Girl, you better go on and film with him. Really piss this bitch off. I would get Porsha. That's how I would get her. Okay? Come on, Simon. Okay? Come on, frog face. I like Porsha's hat. It was cute. Drew tells Porsha and the group that Dennis got Porsha's blessing to work with her, so she don't know why Porsha tripping. Porsha says Drew's lying. No, you're lying, Porsha. Porsha. Emphasis on the whore of it all, honey. Britt tells Phaedra that Apollo was at her event. She didn't invite him. Phaedra says she ain't even married to that man no more. He for the streets. Shireen she didn't fuck around and found out. Oh, SHAMEA said ain't nobody talking about that. We are still talking about how we left your event hungry, honey. Oh, now that was good, SHAMEA. All right, you guys, the ladies toast, and that was it, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your girl,